All right, we're recording again.
Are we? Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure that was like a question.
No. All right. Welcome to the first episode of the SHREWZ News podcast. I've been waiting for like a while to do this. I haven't announced it yet on any other social media platforms, and I finally get to do that soon, and that just makes me happy. Here with me today, I have our boy Fish in the top left, and then Jacob in the bottom.
Yo.
So let's start with Fish. How about we get a little bit of an introduction?
Hey, I'm Riley, or Fish, as he calls me and everyone calls me. I'm a freshman over at UT in Knoxville, and I'm doing business. So I thought it'd be a good business to go into the podcast business.
Hey.
All right. Jacob, how about yourself?
I'm also a freshman at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville, and I'm a music education major. Yeah, we're here. We're going. SHREWZ News. Let's go.
It. Yes. And then that leaves me. If you don't know who I am SHREWZ. I have a YouTube channel. Mostly vlogs is what it is. I'm a video and film production major at MTSU right now. That explains why I'm here. But what it doesn't explain is this Zoom call of a recording session. But it's the best we got. It's what we can do.
Pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Same.
it a little weird for a first episode, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna hit it in our stride. So, as that is our first topic of conversation, because it's the biggest topic of conversation in the world right now, the election.
Oh.
Wow.
Now, what is it? It's been 3 days.
Yeah.
2 or 3 days since election day. And we still don't have a winner. We have projected winners, and right now, at least according to the online live feed, Joe Biden is in the lead.
Yeah. Most news stories, that's what they're saying. But they're saying we may know tomorrow, and we may not know till Monday of next week.
Oh God. Oh. I think we don't have a winner, but we definitely have a loser, and that's every one of us, no matter what happens.
Yeah, all of America, really.
Yeah. Way to get right to the controversy. We're all losers.
To semi quote Donald Trump, because I don't know the quote exactly. He said something about being the best president since Abraham Lincoln.
He's the done the most for black people. That's what he said.
That is what he said.
We can cut this part out.
That is exactly what he said.
Why are we talking about the election?
I get the sense that Ian was trying to avoid saying
That's
most he's done.
that's
I feel like we're an educational podcast, so we gotta hit the nail on the head, address the hard topics, like long division, education. You guys do long division?
I feel you. Anyways,
It's been a while.
Donald Trump mentioned Abraham Lincoln, and I feel like, because wasn't it Abraham Lincoln that also said, "United we stand, divided we fall"? And right now, we're literally the most divided that the nation has been ever. Well, not ever, because there was the Civil War, but other than that, like, we might as well be in another civil war right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was John Dixon.
Yeah, there's no way Ian Lincoln said that. Yeah.
Well,
But close enough.
Lincoln.
I think Lincoln said the thing about
That
a house divided cannot
yeah,
stand.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
That's what I was thinking of.
And we're an educational podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
But big shout out to John Dixon.
Yeah.
Dude was right. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
He was definitely correct in that, because we're on the brink of civil war right now, and no one wants to talk about it except
we're going to talk about it on our 2 minutes into our first episode.
Yeah. What
go.
else are we going to do? We haven't established ourselves in any way, shape, or form yet, and I feel like
hit the controversy.
Yeah.
We're going to start talking about it, and all of Ian's old followers are going to go like, he's into politics now?
That's bold.
Okay.
That's bold.
Yeah.
Okay.
No one's doing it. No one's doing it.
I was about to say old followers as in older in age, which I don't think there's that many of them, or older as in ones that
Not
have
yet.
been here.
Ones that have already.
But once we start talking about once we start talking about politics, I don't want to make us all about politics. You two know that, but once we start at least mentioning it, the old Republicans and the old Democrats, they'll hate us because they hate all modern views on any.
They already hate us because of this statement. Okay, so just know that.
Well, I'm not here to please Democrats or Republicans. I'm just here to entertain. That is
on our educational podcast.
You just can't get over that, can you? You're just like, oh my gosh, we're gonna be an educational podcast. Is that what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
Well, it can't be all jokes all the time, Fish. People need to learn every now and again.
And in our first lesson on the SHREWZ News podcast is that Abraham Lincoln said, "United we stand, divided we fall."
Wait, you're over here.
The fact checkers, the fact checkers, decided that was incorrect. I was false. I feel like Jacob is just our fact checker.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like I don't like.
Yeah,
that
you've now been relegated to that role.
I don't really like that role.
I don't like being labeled. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't, but also, the look on Fish's face when you said that Abraham Lincoln said that was, I might go look this up myself. Actually, I was like, okay, I should probably go look it up.
Yeah.
I can't do it because my phone is my light right now. So I can't look at it. I guess I can just switch tabs, but
I'm glad somebody caught that, because at least now I look like an idiot, but not as big as an idiot, because we've established that I did in fact mean something else.
Yeah.
I got you. That's what we're here for.
Mm-hmm.
But
education.
anyway, going back to the election. So we're not going to know for the next at least another day, probably tomorrow at some point. The rest of the world is kind of watching in awe of what we are right now, the state of us. It's particularly the UK.
Oh man.
Because a lot of what I've heard is that they're worried about the result of the election and how that will affect them and their economy.
Well, for all our British viewers out there, I just want to say I'm with you. I don't get what the hell's going on either. So I'm with you, all of our British viewers.
Bro, I swear, give it another year or two, and British is gonna be like, okay, we've had enough of this. We're going to take them back.
I don't think they want us back.
Yeah, they probably don't.
Yeah. It's like your ex that's like really cute. She's getting really cute, and then she like gets in a car crash, and now she's paralyzed, and you don't want her back anymore now. You wanted her back, but now you don't.
Already.
Bro.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
There are some things you want to stray away from. I don't think that's one of them.
I agree. Yeah. I think election and politics on the first episode might be one of them. I think something interesting to bring up is that we live in Tennessee, as we said before, and Tennessee gave the most votes to Kanye West. Now, I'm a huge Kanye West fan, but what the hell are we doing? Kanye West? I mean, come on, he's running for the birthday party. Can it get any funnier than that? I mean, really.
So he got the most out of any other state. How did he stack up with Joe Jorgensen?
There's no way that he cleared Joe Jorgensen. I can look it up.
I think he got like 1,000 votes less. I think I saw a thing like she got like 2,800.
There's
he
no
got
way, no.
or she got like 3,000 or 4,000 maybe. I don't remember the number. I just remember he had like 1,900.
Yeah, he had like 10,000.
10,000? Am I
She
wrong?
probably-
Why am I always wrong?
Yeah, no. So in the state of Tennessee, Joe had a little under 30,000, and Kanye had a little over 10,000. So he was pretty far.
Oh, okay. That's closer than I thought it would be.
But 10,000 people voted for Kanye.
I really need to just start paying more attention to my numbers if I'm gonna start bringing them up in podcast form.
Which is kind of funny because you almost have to wonder if they're voting for Kanye, if it's like it has to just be for the fact that they could say that they voted for Kanye, right? Like they don't.
I would not vote for him because I don't
voted.
want to say that.
I voted for Kanye in the 2020 election, guys.
I want to say that. I would not want to say that.
I'm
personally.
superior.
Yeah, I would agree.
I did not vote for Kanye.
Yeah, no, neither did I. But you'll never know who we voted for because that's trashy to reveal.
This is a lot harder than I thought.
I feel like we've had a little flow for
We
a
have.
couple minutes
We
until
have.
you said this is harder than you thought. I
Well,
feel
I mean,
Yeah,
it
I thought we
got.
were doing really well.
I wanted to segue. I wanted to use that as a segue into another podcast that I really like. You all know, all they talk about stiff socks.
You can't
You can't.
start talking
All-
about another podcast.
Yes, you can. Who says you can't?
I disagree.
I think it's a little bit weird. Like 10 minutes.
I
into
just think they got it right, because like all they're doing is talking about like sexual stuff, and that's just really
all of us
easy.
are 18-year-old virgins, so we can't do that.
I mean,
Yeah.
who's stopping you? Not from having sex, but like
I'm stopping us.
I'm just
What
saying
do you
from
guys think
having the
it feels like?
conversation.
I was told.
Sometimes I
this is
close my eyes and
business.
picture it.
We're such virgins.
As a joke, I don't do that.
I mean, there are plenty of ways I've heard about to simulate it. There's using
Stop! No!
Please no. Please God no. As your creative team manager, I'm strongly advising that you please stop. I
Okay.
beg.
we'll stop there for that, not the whole podcast.
Are we just gonna cut in and out, like video-wise too? They're just like,
What do you mean?
we're cutting that, right? Are we-
No.
Oh, okay. No editing at all.
I don't know. I don't think we need to take that out.
Okay. I thought it was really awkward, and I also yelled in the mic really loud to try to get you to edit.
Fine,
it.
I might.
Nah, I think it's fun. I think it's
Okay. Well,
I'm definitely gonna have to take this out then, since we're talking
No,
about what I'm
I-
leaving in and taking
no,
out.
we need to. Well, no, because this provides a sense of realism if you are going to leave everything in. And plus, every time on a podcast people talk about stuff, like I think it's funny. So
Okay.
but is it educational?
I didn't want to make any edits, but that's just because I'm deciding to be lazy again. You know, the same reason that took me 6 months to get a vlog out.
Yeah.
Speaking of laziness, this transitions us perfectly into our next topic. Our sponsor for today's video is the SHREWZ YouTube channel, currently on YouTube. Just a great series released recently over the span of the last 5 months or so of a great beach trip over the summer. Please go check it out. SHREW, SHREW space Z. They are the sponsor for today's.
Is this not on that channel, or is this
It will be, yes. Should I make a whole new channel for a podcast?
I mean-
should I make a podcast?
No.
Nope, all on the SHREWZ channel.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what we're saying is subscribe.
The channel that you're watching
Right.
this on, or listening to, if you're just listening to it, or for our SoundCloud listeners, yeah.
How would they be listening to it if you have YouTube Red? I fucking hate you so much. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I feel like
Flipping.
That's kind of
Yeah. Or is it
It's a
YouTube
bit of a
Plus
flip.
now? What is it?
It's YouTube
Whatever the
Premium. It's
YouTube Premium. No, get out of here. Click off the video. Rate us 0 stars. Dislike.
Don't
I don't
click.
want you in
Don't
here.
click off the video.
Click off the video.
I need retention time.
It's good.
So But yeah, that's Jacob helped me film some of those videos. Fish was in it, and he's shaking his butt in a lot of it, or at least one of them.
One part, yeah.
In one of them. So if you want to see Fish twerk,
Yeah.
Go watch. Is
It's the
it?
place to go.
It's the We Get Buried Alive or I Get Buried Alive.
No, it was the outtakes that I twerked in, but
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Go watch the outtakes, but also go watch the rest of the beach one so it all makes sense.
Yeah.
And again, for our SoundCloud listeners, that is the SHREWZ YouTube channel. All right. Shrew space Z.
Yes, for all of our English listeners.
So
For
coming
all
out of the SHREWZ channel, right? We were talking about those vlogs. Now Ian's been kind of lazy, which also leads us to another talking point, which is we're all freshmen in college, in the middle of a global pandemic. So it's the workload can be kind of intense. Maybe not for Fish as a business.
No, I don't do anything
I
ever.
have no
This is the most
friends.
intensive thing I've done all week.
Well, I'm glad I could be a part of it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I
real
could
honor.
make you do a little bit of work.
I feel like I'm a better me because of you, Ian. So thank you.
That's what we're here for.
But-
So with college, right, Ian, you have been busy learning about video editing, filmmaking, all the sorts, and because that's the end goal, right? What's the end goal?
Well, the end goal is hopefully producing my own stuff.
Which we're doing now.
Yeah, we're doing now. So I'm already
We're
on the
at
way.
the end. Congratulations.
You made it. Yes.
I don't
Who
have to
needs
go.
a degree?
I don't have to go back to school.
Yeah.
No. I always hate when people ask me that question actually because I feel like whenever I answer
Noted.
it, I just want to be like, I just want to say like I just want to be an entertainer, like that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I figure like the easiest way to get into the entertainment industry is like, going to school for it, even though I don't really need to. Like at that point, it's just like networking and getting yourself out there instead, like over like what you are able to show versus what you are able to do.
Definitely.
Because like at this point, I'm more like I'm learning to do stuff and instead of like just showing stuff. Like I edited my own videos for a while before I had like my first editing class in college, which I'm in now. But like now I can do it on a computer. But again, it probably wouldn't have been that hard to figure out anyways.
Right.
So I said I hate how people ask me that question because it's like I don't really plan on doing much with my degree. Like right now, I think it's just like meeting people. Like
Yeah,
I'd rather perform and like actually be, this is going to sound bad, but like the center of attention than like, no,
I mean, you kind of have to be that to do what you want to do.
yeah.
So,
And it's like, I'd rather do that. So like, whenever they ask, I feel like I'm wasting my time in school being like, oh, I don't even need like all that. I don't like a degree is not necessary. But then at the same time, it's like, well, if it doesn't work out, then I can still like, I still have stuff I can do.
that's kind of a dilemma that I hear talked about a lot amongst college students because we go to school for minimum 2 years, most of us 4+, and we come out with the degree, but like, and I'll use my major as an example for like musicians in general, right? The orchestra that you're auditioning for, they don't care if you've got a degree. They're listening for quality, and the same thing with you being an entertainer. Like you don't need your degree to be funny. It's kind of a difficult thing as to whether or not college is worth the money.
Yeah. I'd say it is because originally I just wanted to go to college for the experience because you always hear people in their college stories doing all these different kinds of things like going to parties and just
Yeah, no, the college experience.
and
Yeah.
like just
Oh my God, it's hailing, I think. Oh God. Oh.
going to parties and having fun.
Yeah. Which none of us do because it's in the middle of a pandemic.
and
Actually, I don't know what
football games and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. But here we are in a pandemic doing nothing. Yeah. And two of us, me and Jacob, are commuter students actually. So we aren't living the college life. I live at home.
Yeah. too.
here, right in this room. That's my bed. This is my desk.
See, but like one thing that is like if you're my sister, all right, she's going to school. She's a wildlife and fisheries major. And like I don't know, like she's getting internships and stuff through her like degree. So she's already basically doing like what she's going to school for. So like people can get jobs like through their.
Oh, definitely. I mean, as a business major, I think it's almost a necessity to really like breach into that. You need that degree to breach into the field, at least at like a high entry level job.
Well, yeah, no one's gonna hire you if you don't have a degree.
Yeah.
But like if you're me, then you just need like a good, like a decent portfolio, and you can get jobs doing who knows what, editing or color correcting. I can't color correct.
Why not, Ian?
I'm colorblind, as a whole lot of people are, but not everyone is.
Where did he go?
Oh my god.
I know where he is. I see that.
Which brings us into our next topic. He's actually our guest for the podcast.
Yeah.
Fish's brother, Dylan.
Hey Dylan, he brought me Panda Express.
Wow, storage room. This is what your podcast
It's my bedroom.
come to.
You gotta get him to stay.
He wants me to get you to stay.
Stay.
Oh, he can't hear you. I'll feed the questions to
No,
him.
I can hear.
Yeah, he can hear Jacob because you and Jacob
Oh,
are
yeah.
like, okay, that's it. We've been had. We are filming this podcast in a basement.
Yeah.
I need to get my food, so I can't stay.
Oh, he needs to get his food, or you can hear him.
Yeah, I can hear him.
If I spoke loud enough, I could probably hear it around all of it.
Well, don't do that.
I could. Well, enjoy your storage room.
Thank you.
Asian.
Oh, my bad. Just turn me down.
Jacob, you do understand that you can say these words, right?
Well, yeah, but I don't know.
You can't eat this. We're not turning this into a mukbang, are we? I can't do that.
I mean, we could, bro. People love mukbangs.
Do they?
Yeah, apparently. Like, I was in a Zoom call for class the other day, and this my professor was like, "Yo, you wanna like?" She wasn't telling us to turn our cameras on, but she was like, "Yo, you wanna do you, like?" I would like it if you turn your cameras on, because like if I see you around campus, then like and you say hi to me, if you do, then like I want to be able to like recognize you. And we were like, sure. I said I'd turn mine on, but I'm eating. And somebody sent into the comments, they were like, that's okay, I love mukbangs. And I was like, all right, in that case. And then I turned on my camera and started eating. They didn't care.
That's cool.
I feel like people make too big a deal out of that. Like out of like watching people eat. Like as long as you're not being like super loud about it, I don't care.
I mean, listen, like I think our distance and our setups with our microphones, it wouldn't be too bad because our mouth is here and our microphone is down below. But maybe with Jacob, I feel like it'd be really, really crunchy.
Possibly.
Yeah.
ASMR podcast? Is that?
Yeah, we're gonna upload that one after this on my channel.
No, that's gonna be our OnlyFans exclusive is our ASMR cast.
Yeah. And the video of me twerking, that's on there too.
That's just on YouTube.
Yeah. You need to take that down. I'm gonna make you take that down.
Can't believe it's free. It's unbelievable.
Too good to be free.
Won't be for long. I'm being serious, if can I level with you? I can't believe Fish shaking his ass is free.
Yeah.
Not for you, baby. No. Oh god. I'm not doing it.
It is for me because you voluntarily did it.
It was
video.
For the internet. It was for the internet. For the babes.
Yeah. They can see my plump rump.
Yeah. Speaking of plump rump, what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm coming home. I'll be working actually. I'm coming home the 25th, and then I'll be working on Thanksgiving. I don't know how long, but I don't know.
Fun,
yeah. For Thanksgiving, I'll probably be a part of some very unwanted political conversations.
Ooh, yeah, this is gonna be a interesting Thanksgiving, won't it be? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. The next 3 or 4 days really determines how that'll go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
for
how's
sure.
that?
Well, I think the winner of the
Oh,
election would
I
determine a
wasn't-
lot of the political
I didn't
conversations.
know. I thought you were like, oh yeah, I'll see like the next 3 or 4 days I'll find out if my grandparents are coming in for Thanksgiving or something like
Oh.
that. Like and not instead of being like, oh, whenever the president wins or whoever wins the
they'll be-
presidency.
They'll be there. They'll be there.
Yeah. That's what I thought you meant is like, oh, I'll find out in the next couple of days who all's coming to Thanksgiving, and then I will prepare my arguments accordingly.
Well, we'll talk more about Thanksgiving on the Thanksgiving special coming up in a couple weeks.
Are we going to do that one on Thanksgiving?
We better probably not.
Release it on Thanksgiving.
Release it on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Well, then when are we going to record it?
A couple days
Maybe
before.
on Thanksgiving, given the illusion it's on Thanksgiving.
Night before, something like that. We
Okay.
could do. We could go to Walmart, buy a rotisserie chicken, split it
Mhm.
up, eat it while
Mukbang.
we
Yeah.
have a
Mukbang.
mukbang SHREWZ News podcast.
Yeah,
Mukbang SHREWZ News.
definitely. We could eat it in Jacob's crusty car.
Bruh,
Yeah.
why are you doing that, man?
I don't want to expose him like that, but
I clean my car. Man.
okay.
His car ain't that bad. It used to
Yeah.
be a whole lot worse before.
Well, when it was the old car.
Yeah, whenever it was the old one. Mine's semi clean.
Ian's car has one of those speed dials that's like this. It's like a box. It's not like the dial. It's like it goes left to right.
Yeah. It
That's
only
pretty
goes
funny.
up to 100 too.
Does it get up to 100?
Everybody else out.
Or that's
I
as
mean,
far as it goes up to.
call me out.
The car itself will definitely go 100, no problem. But
Oh, okay.
the
No
the speedometer only goes up to 100.
Okay. Yeah, you can call me out, Jacob. One thing. Find something.
I mean, anybody can see it. It's the hood looking like a house roof.
What?
The hood is like this.
You're talking about my
Oh.
car. My car, yeah. My sister
Well,
ran
that's
into
what we were
something.
talking about.
I thought you were talking about the house roof looking like a hood. I was like,
No, the hood looks like the roof of somebody's house.
yeah, my sister hit someone going
God, you
like 40
killed
miles an
that.
hour, and I didn't mash it with a hammer. It should get out, but yeah. It does not look good. No, not at all. But it's better than your car when you drove into a garbage truck. So
That was a long time ago.
yeah, well,
And
it
it actually
looks like that.
I don't think the dent is as bad. But
Oh, okay. Tomato, am I right?
Wow.
Segues us into our next talking point. Ian, let them know what it is.
Why are we always calling them talking points? We don't need to do that. We just need to talk.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a whole bunch of fourth wall breakage going on,
You're doing that right now.
and I would like to lower it
Mhm.
in the future. Okay, so since this is SHREWZ News, in terrifying news, a rare wolf spider that was presumed to be extinct has now turned up on a British military base.
a military base.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't think
a
that
British
they made
one.
them like they designed it again?
Probably, I don't know. I would hope not, bro. Because if you're designing spiders, spiders are God's worst creation. Now you
No
could,
way.
you could be like, oh, they
No.
catch the flies and the bugs, and I hate spiders. Spiders are.
Yeah, but you cannot say that they're God's worst creation.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
then what is?
Sharks.
No,
Sharks are pretty terrifying, bro. Like,
they're,
what do they
they're
do
terrifying.
Bro,
good? Dolphins do what they do, but
Got
they're
one.
peaceful.
90% of the time, I don't have to deal with the shark. All right. The only 10% of the time I do have to deal with the shark is whenever I go to an aquarium and they let me pet one. And even then, it's not that bad.
that's 10%.
That is the okay. I overestimated.
pet a
little
shark?
bit. What?
You've pet
Yeah.
a shark?
Yeah, bro. They let you do that at Ripley's.
They don't let you touch it. Like the tiny ones. Like
Yeah.
that's a fish.
No, they're gonna let me straight up finger a great white.
And that's why I was confused. Okay, God.
No.
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 Okay. But I've got
But
it.
yeah,
I've got
let's
it.
go with Jacob.
Wasps.
I have no problems with wasps.
No problems.
I don't have a
What-
problem with
what?
a wasp.
I've been stung by a wasp. I've never been bit by a spider. I've never even been touched by a spider. I don't think. Wasps are all over
And
the place.
They don't
Wasps
do
and hornets.
anything. Like at least like spiders, like they catch the bugs or whatever, and bees, they pollinate and stuff.
Honey,
Wasps
yeah.
don't do anything.
I have no problem with wasps. I'm not scared of them.
You should
Well, this
be.
isn't
Spiders.
this isn't a personal. You have a phobia of spiders, so you're obviously going to say that spiders are bad.
I am terrified of spiders. I mean, they're not that, but like if I see one in my house, like there'll be an initial an initial shock factor, and then I'll be like, oh, it's just a spider. I'm gonna let it do what it wants. But if it's a big one, like wolf and camel and huntsman and
How many times do you see those in your house?
never,
How many times have you seen a wasp floating around trying to sting you?
bro. Why
Happens
do
a
you
lot.
all the time.
Bro,
Yeah.
I never see a wasp trying to sting me. You want to know why? It's because I don't care about wasps.
They know that.
And so
they
I
know.
just let them
That's-
do their
that's it.
thing.
Yeah, they know that they ain't gonna phase you.
Yeah, maybe
Just leave
maybe
you alone.
maybe they're just attracted to little bitches.
Well, aren't we all?
You're bringing it on yourself now.
Maybe you are, Fish, but we're not going to go into that. Oh, it's called the Great Fox Spider.
Now, what is that? That's the one on the military base.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is there any more on that? Why is
It's from livescience.com,
Oh, here's the
And-
education, ladies and gentlemen.
and a quote is, "As soon as my torch fell on it, I knew what it was. I was elated." Wait, the name is Wait, the dude who I'm quoting, who the article is quoting. He said, "With coronavirus, there have been lots of ups and downs this year. And also I turned 60, so it was a good celebration of that." I felt like I just wasted time with that.
Yeah, you
quote.
did. Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
I thought there was gonna be a whole lot more. So I guess
Yeah.
a dude found a spider on his birthday, said this is a great 60th birthday present, and then went about his life because nothing important happened in that.
Yeah, because spiders are not God's worst creation. Because wasps are.
Wasps are not.
You know what? Let us know. Put it in the comments. What is God's worst animal creation? We'll say animal creation.
Oh, a wasp isn't an animal though.
Well, neither is a spider then.
Are we just going with I don't know what the technical word is for things with exoskeletons. If that's the case, I'm gonna have to go with scorpion. Okay, scorpions are
You
terrifying.
already said that spiders are the worst.
You can't go back on them.
Well, now,
Yeah.
now I'm
We all have to
getting
own
thinking.
our contenders.
now
If
I'm
they all
getting to
fought,
thinking.
sharks would win, by the way, which makes it more terrifying.
Sharks don't
Like,
have an
what-
exoskeleton.
What wins in nature?
In terms,
What's the winningest animal?
the winningest animal, bro,
Yeah.
the elephant.
Exoskeleton was not. No.
No, what?
Elephants have been losing for years, bro.
Yeah.
They're like endangered with tusks and stuff.
Is that it might be
Okay, maybe they
Because of
losing,
humans.
but I love elephants. Like,
Yeah, you love them. You don't
That's
love
not the. That's
Yeah,
not,
Okay,
I feel like you
okay.
shouldn't love whoever is the most dangerous animal. You should hate them.
what?
I think scorpions is a good shout.
I think so too. That's a good one. Yeah.
I think that's a good one.
In terms of a winningest animal, or
I think
Oh, I
the-
thought we were still going off scariest.
oh yeah,
you're
scorpions
right.
are terrible, bro. Okay,
What about those little things that like they're in like lakes and stuff that like they look like rocks, but they're like poisonous fish? You know what I'm talking about? They're like some I don't even know
I've
what they're
heard of
called.
that.
It's terrifying to me. I always feel like they're gonna like. I
you
don't
know what I really want? I want a cuttlefish. Cuttlefish are adorable. They're like the little fish, and then they like burrow and they like change
Yeah, they are cute,
colors.
yeah.
I love cut. And then they do the thing with their like with the front, like they like put their fins out or something, or they have like spines or something that come out, and then they like send like electrical signals through them, and so they like change colors to like mesmerize their prey, and then they like pounce.
That's cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what animal, if I ran into it in the ocean, would absolutely like destroy me? Like I would
There's
be
so many
so
of them.
scared. I can't not I was
There's a
about to say
long list.
spider crab.
Yeah. A spider
What's up with you
crab.
and spiders.
Yeah, what?
That's the one you go to, not shark.
Not octopus.
Oh my. Oh.
Octopus.
Octopus and squid, bro, they would mess you up.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say I'm in an aquarium All right. I'm
That's not-
over.
Nope.
Has
nope,
anyone
nope,
ever
nope.
died
Nope,
to an
nope, nope.
animal?
No,
in
no,
aquarium?
no,
You
no. Hear me
said
out.
in
Hear
the
me out.
ocean. You said in the ocean.
Hear me
Yeah.
out, because they keep ocean animals in the aquarium. All right. All right. Hear me out. All right. Say I'm in an aquarium. All right. I can go through the tube with the sharks. I can walk past the jellyfish. I can walk past an octopus. All right. The animal that I always still don't feel safe around, even though I know it's behind 3 inches of like plexiglass, the spider crab.
You might have the most irrational sense of fear. I
That's
think I've
crazy.
ever seen.
Yeah.
Like-
Jacob,
That's unbelievable.
what's your deepest fear?
Oh man, I feel like he knows the answer when asking this
I
question.
don't know. I feel like mine is getting put on the spot for a question you don't know the answer to on a podcast. I feel like that's mine.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going with like deepest fear,
Mm-hmm.
probably like the feeling of like being left out
Yeah, something like that.
or like dying alone.
Yeah, true loneliness. I think that's got to be number one.
Yeah.
No, but Ian's over here like, oh my god, spiders! Like,
We asked me what we didn't ask me, but I
No,
volunteered the
no one
information.
asked.
But nobody asked me what my deepest
we
fear
assumed it
is.
was spiders. I
No.
think.
My deepest
Oh,
fear is
okay.
not spiders. I told you I can handle like a spider in my house. Like I can,
Mm-hmm.
bro. I was in the
But you
shower
can't
one
walk
time.
past a spider crab in an aquarium.
I always got to keep my eyes on them.
What's the point of it? If you're looking at it, that's the point of the aquarium.
Oh, even
Are you
just
just
thinking
walking
about
like
it, like
that?
you can see how uncomfortable I am just thinking about like a spider crab. I hate them.
Now,
Anyway,
what's your favorite superhero, Ian?
Spider-Man.
What's the deal? What's the deal? Explain it. Explain yourself.
Spider-Man is amazing. He has my heart. He's a great character overall. Tobey Maguire did it best. Tom Holland is probably number 2. I'm
he's good.
jealous. I'm jealous of Tom Holland for being able to
Really?
be Spider-Man. I wish I could have been Spider-Man. Like if I would have done this whole internet thing sooner.
Yeah.
You think
yeah,
you
you'd
think
be
Tom
tough.
Holland got famous off podcast? I don't know. I don't know
No.
the origin story.
But hopefully something would have taken off.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know what it is. Maybe Spider-Man is the physical embodiment of me overcoming my fear of spiders. Or at least
Is it like Batman, where Batman was afraid of the bats, and then like
was he?
he became he like fell in the well when he was a kid.
I thought he was afraid of his parents dying.
Well, no, that happened. Same thing with Spider-Man. But I think he fell in a well with a bunch of bats. At least in like the
bunch of
Christopher Nolan
wats.
ones. Hey.
He fell into a cave with a bunch of rats.
Rats are disgusting. I'm not even gonna get to that.
Rats are really disgusting.
Yeah. Ratatouille. Think about it if it was real. Like,
Yeah,
Think
if you
about
found out
that.
a rat was
yeah,
cooking
I would
food,
fucking kill them all. Like, it's no
you'd be
question asked.
disgusted.
Yeah.
You'd be disgusted.
Bro,
Freaking.
okay, no, okay. The rat wasn't cooking the food. The boy was cooking the food. The rat was
Yeah,
controlling the
that's
boy.
true.
Could you imagine being
That's true.
controlled by a rat?
Could you
Yeah,
imagine
I'd
being
be
controlled by
just-
somebody pulling your hair?
I could more so imagine it if it was a person and not a rat.
Yeah, like they know stuff. Like the rat just did it, and he was like, oh. Like the person, like maybe you have a trained chiropractor type person, but with hair, where they know like the pressure points to hit the nerves. I feel like that makes sense.
The pressure points on the scalp that makes you move
Yeah.
your legs and arms
I'm not saying.
to control every muscle in your body, like a human marionette.
I don't think you get to be mocking people, bro. You got the spider crab fear coming in here.
Oh no, Ian's afraid of all crustaceans.
All crustaceans? You didn't say that. You're afraid of all
You're
crustaceans?
changing stuff all over the place.
I mean, okay, spider crabs are the worst,
Mhm.
but
Shrimp.
shrimp are all right. Shrimp are all right.
Ian's afraid of shrimp.
Lobsters.
They're
don't have
freaky.
a
Yeah,
huge
I'm with
problem.
that. I get that.
Horseshoe crabs.
That's fair.
Hate
They're
horseshoe-
weird. Yeah.
They're like, I don't like everything. I think it's the fact that everything is on the underside of the shell. So
That's
it's like
weird.
you're walking around and you're like, oh, is it a rock? Is it a shell? You turn it over, boom, there's legs and a face.
Yeah.
Um, this one's super irrational. Crawfish.
That is stupid. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
But okay.
They're like shrimps, but like a little bit worse.
Yeah, they're like if a shrimp and a lobster had a baby.
Except it was the size of a shrimp, so it still can do nothing to you.
I mean, it's a little bigger than a shrimp.
I'm not from Louisiana. I don't know any of this stuff.
Oh, neither am I.
Oh, yeah.
It depends on the shrimp. Jumbo shrimp are bigger, but yeah, it depends.
Is popcorn shrimp? Is that a type of shrimp? Am I stupid?
I think
is it a small shrimp or is it a shrimp like cut up and like made?
Bro,
into, like,
a crawfish
they're
is 3 to 6
detailed.
inches long.
Like the
Really?
popcorn shrimp don't have. Yeah,
is
jumbo
that
shrimp
is that
are bigger.
uncoiled or coiled?
No,
'Cause a
that's
shrimp. If you uncoil it, it's like 2, maybe 3 inches long, and it's a normal shrimp.
I'd say 3 on a normal shrimp. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
said, jumbo shrimp are massive.
Yeah, they're big. Yeah.
let's find out.
Fact checker.
That's Ian, bro.
It's
Oh.
not telling me. It's telling me wait.
I do
Now
have-
this
I do
this
have a-
reminds me of a certain argument we've had in the past.
Yeah,
not-
actually, I have something pulled up that we can talk about next.
Okay. Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, it's just giving me a whole bunch of weight. There we go. How big is a jumbo shrimp in inches? It's
Yeah,
about 4 to
um,
8 centimeters.
Okay.
Okay. That's like, I don't know the conversion. Is that not just like half that in inches?
No, bro, 4 to 8 centimeters isn't even an inch.
It
Maybe
isn't?
a little. 8 centimeters is probably a little over an inch.
No way. No,
That's
you're wrong.
false.
Yeah,
That's
you're
false.
wrong.
1 centimeter is a little under 0.4 inches. So 3
So
centimeters.
it's about
is
half.
over
You
1.
can do a split it in half. Why aren't
Anyway.
Yeah.
So one, to clarify, what the fish that Fish was talking about earlier is like a reef stonefish. They look like
that sounds right? I saw it in a movie once, and literally I never wanted to go in the lake again, and then I did because like I'm not a bitch who gets irrationally afraid of sea animals that I'll never see in my life.
It's a good point. But
Mhm.
this brings us into a different topic of conversation. It's an argument that we've had before. It's the duck-sized horses.
I knew. I was gonna go there. I don't know if you were gonna go there. Okay.
I had a feeling this was gonna come up at some point.
So it had to. It's a great topic. So the question, if you're not familiar, is: would you rather fight 1 horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? Now, to clarify, President Obama in 2013 said that he would choose to fight the horse-sized duck.
Ooh.
As did I. That's what I said. We had this
I agree.
conversation. We had this conversation a long time ago. Well, it wasn't that long ago. It was probably 2.5 months, maybe. And it was me and Fish. Everyone else had gone to bed. We were in an Xbox party. We were playing Xbox. Everyone else had gone to bed, and he said, "Ian, would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck?" And I said, "Fish, there's only one good answer for that, and that is the 1 duck-sized horse."
I think that's my dog.
Yeah, there's something going on. He was like, "No way, I'd rather," because you can just punt them. And I said, "Fish,
you could literally. There's.
I
They
said-
gotta
I
weigh
s-
nothing.
I said, Fish, you're taking a horse and you're doing that."
I can punt my dogs, and they're like, look. It's all relative to what is size. If size is really like density, and you do, I think just make it look like the other one, right? Just make it look like
Fish.
the other one. Bring
Fish.
it down to that
You
size.
take it down to that size, but I don't want to have this whole argument again. But basically, Fish is saying that it's not to scale. Like he wants it to be like the same amount of like
Look,
however long and high a duck is, and however much a duck weighs.
I think just make it look like the size of a duck. Like make it like
Yeah, you make it look like it, but
that.
you
Yeah.
can't always punt something that you just know what
Look.
it looks like.
Look, the issue is I know I can. You think you could beat 1 duck-sized horse. You can beat one.
easily.
You can beat one. You can beat 100. I don't think confidently. I don't think
one
I can
duck-sized horse. No, you can't. You can't, bro.
No,
you don't
can,
even. What you're not taking into account is how many 100 actually is.
Look,
in terms of ducks, like 100 ducks would probably, if you. I'm
just saying
I don't think you'd have a problem with 100 ducks.
Yeah,
duck
100
size.
ducks.
Yeah.
And
But the horse is easier than a duck. A horse, how can a horse even hurt you?
No. What?
How can a horse even hurt you?
A horse is easier than a duck?
Bro, a
small horse is easier than a small
horse
duck.
can easily bite your hand off. And I don't think
this small.
I don't think a duck-sized horse is gonna have much of a problem with it either. Like, it can still bite. Its hooves will still hurt. You know what those things are made of? I don't, but I'm gonna look it up. You keep explaining yourself while I look this up real quick.
Look, I am confident I can take one duck-sized horse. I'm not even remotely confident I can take one horse-sized duck.
Well, we're not talking about one duck-sized horse, are we?
It's about the strategy. I know there's no way out with the one horse-sized duck, but if I play my cards right, I can beat 100 duck-sized horses.
If I play my cards right.
Look, okay, retard.
Okay, it's made out of keratin, the same
Gotta cut that out.
That fingernails are made out of. The horse cannot feel this part of the hoof, but the keratin is hard and provides an excellent barrier to protect the hoof's inner structures.
Look, I don't care about that. Make it small.
I don't care about how much.
Make it small. I can grab its leg and throw it. Like, it's that easy.
Fish,
that thing breaks its neck.
In your head, are you fighting them one at a time?
Relative. Like I'm like.
Because if you're in the middle of a crowd of duck-sized horses,
yeah. Okay,
then you're gonna get and they see you as a threat. All right, obviously they do, because you just chucked one. However many yards you think you can truck 45 pounds.
I can probably break its neck just like that.
Yeah, just like you can do a horse-sized duck, but
it's gotta. We can't spend the whole episode talking about this, okay?
Well, we haven't.
I think
we're gonna spend a chunk of it because you brought it up, or Jacob brought it up. I don't know who brought it up, but it's here. Like, you're fighting 100. You're gonna have at least 5 or 6 on you at any point, bro. You take one, boom, one blow to the shin, you are down. Next thing you know, boom, you're getting kicked. You're getting bucked in the face. All right, you're getting boom. One end, boom, in the stomach. You're not going to be able to get back up. I swear you won't be able to get back up.
They're not going to get me down is the issue.
Yes, they are.
Jacob, you haven't weighed.
You are overestimating your
Is your ideology sort of like the same thing as Ian? Is that like your reasoning?
Yeah, I'm definitely with Ian on this one. I personally believe that you couldn't just pick up 100 horses and throw them. Like you could maybe throw one about 3 feet. I don't think you could throw a horse very far. You
probably have to kill them as well, because they're not gonna stop. I think that's is it fighting to the death? Because if it is, then you have to kill all of them. I think that's a
fair assumption.
Look, would you rather, it's the idea of, would I rather fight 100 like toddlers, or, fight Conor McGregor? I know Conor McGregor would literally kill me. Like, there's no way out. There's a way out. I can kill one toddler, and I can maybe find my way to 100.
Yeah, but you know what?
The duck.
Conor McGregor is a trained fighter.
Yeah,
a horse-sized duck is not Conor McGregor.
Yeah, you're comparing apples and oranges here.
No, I'm comparing. Okay, you're right.
I'm comparing ducks and Conor McGregor.
In my mind, the duck, I don't see a way where I can take it. Like, what is its weakness?
Being a duck.
What is something? How would you kill a horse? How would you kill a normal horse that size? How do you even kill something that size with your hands?
A horse is a horse, bro. You're like, how would you kill something? You can't.
How do you kill a duck that size? What is your plan? Just like,
bro, you can strangle it a lot easier than you can do anything.
It'll fling you off.
It'll fling you, bro. A duck does not have very much strength in its neck.
Not when it's this size. When it's that size,
it's
exponentially larger.
It is. So
they literally attack with their neck. They do that. They like fling. There's a lot of muscle in there. I'm sure.
I've never seen a duck just attack like this. I've seen them get a running start, and then go forward with it. But they
No,
never
no,
just-
okay. Are we talking about the yellow ones or like the mallards? I'm thinking
Mallards.
mallards. I'm thinking
Mallards.
mallards. Yeah.
I'm just thinking regular duck. I don't,
What's
I
a
think- I
regular
think-
duck?
I think
Duck-
mallards
mallard
are
is
regular
default.
ducks.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think you have to go with
Okay.
mallards.
like
Cool.
the kind you go hunting for.
I've never
So-
been hunting.
So just to give an idea, so if we're going with like an average horse, it's
Mhm.
somewhere a little over 5 foot tall, is around the average height, and probably somewhere for average around 1,600 pounds. Now this is something I didn't really take into account, but the average mallard height is a little over 2 feet and around 2.5 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So the more that I think about it, I kind of lean towards fish more. The more that I think about it, and the reason I say that is because I think we're overestimating how big mallards normally are. Like these horse-sized ducks wouldn't come up above our shins.
You mean the duck-sized horse?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, okay.
The horses that are small wouldn't come up above your shins. So, and they also would weigh less than 3 pounds.
Mhm.
That's if you say it, if you make it the same. Like I'm just going by scaled size.
It's hard. Yeah, it's
instead
hard to define how you scale it because at that point,
instead of like making it
I
the
don't know.
same height and weight.
because that
I'm-
changes the
I'm-
shape of the animal. The horse is long, and I mean the duck is kind of long too, but not nearly as long as the
Yeah,
horse.
so
Yeah, that's true.
that's why like that's why I'm saying like you just take it and like sure it's not going to be as heavy because it's not as large, but it's still like a far more dense animal than a duck is.
Yeah, it's a hard
No, it's
question.
not gonna-
I
How
get
much do you
your
think it
point of view. I don't know
What?
though.
How much do you think it would weigh then?
I want to say I don't know the quick math, but it's gotta be at least like 25 pounds.
Look, I don't think so.
If you take a horse, horses weigh about what I think me and Fish determined last time that a Shetland pony
1,600.
like just
Pony?
weighed.
No.
Yeah, I know, but that's just what I remember. Weighed 600
you.
pounds. So
The average horse weight is 1,600 pounds.
yeah. So if you and what they're like 6-7 feet tall most of the
Yeah,
time.
I'm listening. Average horse height's a little over 5 foot tall.
Okay.
Look,
So
I just
if you take 1,600 pounds and you just like scale it down, then it has to be heavier than 25 to 30 pounds. Because it's a 16.
I think part of the issue is with the legs. Look, its legs.
you want
That's
you
the
want
point.
to you want to go
It's not-
pounds per square inch.
No,
We tried to do this. I could not figure out the math for the life of me. Look, I found someone that did do the math though, and they said they'd rather fight.
They said they'd rather fight a duck-sized horse.
Jacob, can we talk about something else?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so
So, sounded like.
well, why do you want me to carry? Jesus.
But I will say, whenever me and Fish originally had this argument, he said, "Oh yeah, everyone's gonna agree with me," and then
I really
not
did. No
not
agreed.
one person.
The
agreed
internet,
with
the
you.
internet besides Barack
The internet
Obama.
agreed with me.
That's important because that's way more than our friend group. Okay, that's a lot more people.
Whenever you say the entire internet, you mean like
Well,
the
that's not
3
true.
articles you read.
Yeah.
okay, so next, gonna go back to fear. It's an easy thing to talk about.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about
Spooky.
the worst way.
I'm scared of having
die.
sex.
Okay.
Okay, no, we're gonna talk about what Ian said.
What did Ian say? I wasn't listening.
I said-
I was listening to your interesting topic.
I said I'm scared of having sex. The worst way to die,
What do you think the worst way to die would be?
It's got to be like quicksand type
Drowning.
suffocation, buried alive, something like that.
So I think ones that we have to put on the list: burning alive.
drowning.
Okay, yeah. I think it's a little bit
Drowning.
faster though, but it's probably more painful too.
It- It might depend on how you drown.
Okay.
I was talking about burning. So
Because if I drown while I'm unconscious, then like it doesn't matter. But if I'm fighting for my life and I'm drowning,
well, if you do anything while you're
All
unconscious,
right, I'm gonna give you a list of some of this website and what they think the 10 worst ways to die would be, and we'll see how accurate these are based off what we think. Number 10 on the list would be starve to death.
Okay, yeah, I get
think
that.
that would suck a lot.
Yeah.
I think that one would be really,
That'd
really
be like a week
probably
of
take you at least a week, maybe more.
yeah.
Number 9, adrift at sea.
That's the same vein though, right? Like,
Yeah,
I think that's a mixture of like being dehydrated and starving while you're
also
being
being,
while
like,
you're being
sun
baked.
exposure.
While you're being
Yeah.
baked alive.
yeah. Number 8, fall into a volcano. I feel like that one would
No.
be relatively.
That one wouldn't be too
That'd
bad.
be dope. That'd be sick.
I really think the only part you'd actually care about is like the 3 or 4 seconds it took you to just, and then once you're in the lava, like you don't even know.
Yeah, you're done. Yeah, you're
Yeah, I think it
skeleton.
would be pretty quick that you would
Like
just
at
incinerate.
that point, like all your nerve endings are just like burnt immediately, so you don't even feel anything until you
Mhm.
die.
Okay.
It'd be very quick, yeah, compared to the rest of
Um,
those.
Number 7 is sacrificed. I think that one's kind of stupid. 'Cause
I mean, I
one-
kinda get
that one is but there's a whole lot of different times of
Yeah,
different
it
kinds of
depends.
Yeah.
sacrifice.
If you're talking about being like scalped or skinned, yeah, that one might be up there. But I feel like
having your heart just straight carved out.
yeah, that would probably suck
Yeah.
too. But I feel like kind of my interpretation of being sacrificed would probably entail a volcano.
You could do what they did in Madagascar 3 and throw a giraffe down a volcano.
Did they do
Wait,
that?
is
Did he wait? Was that Melvin?
Yeah, or Melvin.
Did he fall in?
No, he was going to sacrifice himself to be
Oh,
water
okay, I
to
think I remember
impress
that,
the
yeah.
hippo god, the hippo girl,
Yeah, yeah.
Gloria. Bro,
Gloria. Let's talk again. We're not gonna go back to sex, okay?
bro, Gloria was thick though.
Okay.
I like them big. I like them chunky.
Dear God.
That is not actually how I prefer women.
All right. Number 6.
That's a whole other discussion.
Number 6, it has on here as plane crash, which you could make the argument
No.
that it'd be instant, but it wouldn't be because you know that you were going down. And
Hey,
that
what if you
would suck.
don't? Like, okay.
What if you don't know you're in a roller coaster esque type situation when you're on your way to Hawaii?
What?
What?
Bro, you're in an airplane. You know you're in an airplane. Out of nowhere, you just feel it drop. There's
Some
no
of them-
way.
If I ran like
I don't
I
think it
don't
would feel that fast.
running into something in a plane would be fine. Like it would just be instantaneous almost.
Yeah.
You just harmonica.
But I think it's like the captain
But-
comes on over the intercom and is like, "You're going to see your oxygen mask drop,
Yeah, that would be
Or
terrifying. Yeah.
decreasing in altitude. We're probably going to crash land in like under 10 minutes or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
And plus, like when you're up there on the plane, you probably don't have internet access. You probably can't call your family.
Mhm.
But that would suck. Number 5, eaten by animals.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of the other ones I thought of was like ants, like small insects, like consuming you whole, like millions of them. Be terrifying.
Yeah, that would really suck. Ian, what do you think about that one?
I'm not sure. Cause like I mean you get bitten by a lot. I mean, I think the worst thing I've ever like seen or heard about in terms of insects eating you is, and it's not even eating, it's that one dude who got like completely swarmed by bees, and like there were like bees like all over every inch of his skin, and like you could only like see his eyes, but even then like they would get into his eyes and they were just stinging him like that.
Is that real, or are you talking about that Nick Cage movie?
No, that I'm pretty sure that's real.
Oh, okay.
It's like I saw it on like the Discovery Channel, I think, or
Yeah.
Animal Planet or something like that. But
Also, could you imagine being eaten by like your dog, your cat? That might be up
Yeah,
there.
they got a
with-
picture of like a leopard on here or a cheetah.
Oh,
No,
okay,
sorry,
I just said a
jaguar.
leopard.
Jaguar.
I think
Big cats
That
would
would-
like claw your face off or like something. I
Yeah.
feel like it'd be pretty quick, but like
Yeah.
small animals.
you know the worst animal, bear.
I don't think so. I think they kill you pretty quick.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know, like a duck. Can you imagine being eaten by 100 ducks?
Bro, could you imagine being eaten by one horse-sized duck?
Okay, now here's a real question: would you rather fight 100 ducks or 100 horse-sized ducks?
100 ducks.
Sorry, 100 duck-sized horses.
100 ducks.
Really? I think I'd go.
because we know the
ducks are scary.
we
Anyway,
know the
I don't want to rehash this. There's
we
like
know
a
the we know.
blast of the
See,
past.
what makes this one so easy is that we know the physical limitations of an actual duck.
That's fair, yeah.
It's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. I still think it'd bite
Alright.
me and stuff. I don't know.
Number 4 on the list, crushed to death.
If a piano fell on me, that's instantaneous.
Are we
The
talking?
picture,
Are we
the
talking?
picture here is it's kind of like an old timey drawing, and it's got this guy kneeled over like it looks like a slab of some sort, and there's an elephant with his foot down on the guy's head, and it looks like the head is kind of imploding.
Now, who's the dude from that one book that we had to read? What's his
Giles
name?
Corey.
Giles Corey, yeah. Are we
was
talking
al- he
Giles
was-
Corey?
He was
Like,
always
one
my
more?
favorite.
Yeah.
He's like, kill me. Like
Yeah, for those of you who don't haven't taken
that
English
is-
10 the
that-
last couple years.
that is from the Crucible.
Yes. He it's like the witch hunt in Salem, and they thought he was a witch for some reason. So they put a bunch of rocks on him until he slowly
What was the main dude? What was his name? Was it? It was
I have
John.
no clue.
It was John something. I think.
I don't know. There's a Tituba, real
Oh.
person in real life.
John Proctor.
John
Proctor.
John
yeah.
Proctor is a tragic hero.
Anyways, what's
We'll
the
get into
next
that
cause of death?
next.
No, we won't. No, we won't.
Next one is freeze to death.
Okay, I don't even know what that would feel like.
That
but
one would really suck. I mean,
I always said I'd want to die like from heat before I die from cold.
I don't know.
I disagree personally.
Either way, I feel like you stop feeling stuff, but I feel like the cold would numb you faster.
Cold sucks. But that's just an opinion.
I don't
Number
know.
2, torture.
Yeah, that's the easy. Like if someone is intentionally trying to hurt you and keep you alive, that might be the worst way to go.
All of that Salem stuff, pretty bad.
Yeah.
And number 1, I feel like we've led up to this, and it's really anticlimactic. It's die of embarrassment.
Oh.
How do you die?
Is
of
that
embarrassment?
physically possible?
This says yes. When stress or anxiety rise, which accompany embarrassment, a surge of adrenaline enters the bloodstream that could kill you.
So like a heart attack from embarrassment.
It's
Bro.
for this reason that people can undergo cardiac reaction, not just from being embarrassed, but fright or even a sexual response.
Bro, I remember watching this movie one time. I was super young, probably like 5 or 6. My dad was watching it, and it was like a black and white movie, so it's an earlier one. But it's this dude, and I don't know the whole premise of the movie, but what I do remember is that this dude wanted to kill this like businessman or something, and so he like followed him around and like learned his schedule, and then he became a barber at the dude's barber shop that he would go to, and then like he like locked the door or whatever, and then like whenever people like finally realized what was going on and got to the barber shop, the dude was dead, and they were like, you, and the guy was like, you can't prove it's me, there's not even any marks on his body, and like they like did a cut over to the dude laying in like the barber's chair, because you know they get like this was back, you know, whenever they do like the mustache and beard trims with the razor, that's what he would go in for. And he's like, you can't even prove it's me, there's no marks on his body. And then my dad, and I was like, and you know, me being like 5 or 6, I didn't understand it at all, and I was like, yo, how they do that? He'd be like, well, the dude killed him from fear. And I was like from scaring him so badly, like he just got so much anxiety or whatever, and then he just
Yeah, it could just send you into cardiac arrest. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one time in I think it's Parks and Rec. That's it, the show. One of the main characters, Gary, he has a fart attack where he like starts like having a heart attack and he farts like a lot. And like I think that's the same thing. I would be really embarrassed because I'm farting a lot and I'd be having a heart attack. I think that's sort of the same vein.
bro. But being scared so much that you die from it, oh my, that is, because like
That can't possibly be worse than torture. That like I feel like I would be more scared being tortured than I
It
would
would
be.
I
just
don't
be
know.
like it would just be having a heart attack, which would
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah,
I mean, torture is physically painful, but if you're
and mentally, there's no way out.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
it's
And
like
you
Pulp
know.
Fiction and
And
you
you know.
somehow find a stupid way out.
but like if you're being just if you're like just being terrified to the point of like dying, then that's like all in your head, and then you even make it worse for yourself. Because like I don't like you just take the most terrifying experience of your life and then amplify it because clearly you didn't die from it. Then that is like that is
Are
bad.
you
But I'd still
agreeing with the list or
not 100%. I still say
Okay.
drowning's pretty bad. Drowning's not even on the list.
Yeah. Okay. So to wind things down here for this one, what are you going with, both of you, for your final lock-in response? Worst way to die.
Still drowning. I would rather die in any other way.
it's hard between like being engulfed by small animals and being tortured, and I think both because they're very very slow deaths, and
just being the opposite of Snow White and having all the chipmunks and squirrels come and just like
in
nibble
my
at
innards, yeah, I think I would go with torture's the worst way.
I think I would have to say for me, either like a combination of suffocation or buried alive.
That's definitely, yeah.
I think, you get put in the coffin or whatever, and they say like, I don't know if you've seen Kill Bill or whatever, but the dirt is like kind of like pouring into the coffin, and you obviously only have like a limited amount of oxygen down there, so you would slowly be screaming for help, but also realizing every time you scream, you're losing oxygen and you have no chance.
Yeah,
I didn't even think of that.
So I think that would really suck, because you would know that you're hopeless.
yeah, it's like drowning
but
but
there's no
longer.
way to do it.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think that just about brings us around to the mark of the time. Ian, what do you have to say?
I didn't tell any stories. I mean, I had some stories on deck, but like those can be for next time because we've definitely.
It's just every day, new episodes dropping every day.
Ooh, you know how bad that would be.
If you made it this far,
if I can find a good enough place to record that's not my dorm, hopefully we can get on this again and do it again. So we can get one out next week. But if we can't, or if I can't, and we don't find a good time that matches up, that's it for SHREWZ News this week. Join us again next week or next time we have a podcast. Hopefully one of these days we can get on a regular schedule.
Hopefully it'll be more professional next time too. I won't have this background and we won't be sitting around like this. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better, a little bit neater.
Sure.
And we won't be talking about talking points.
I think
you just do those. But yeah. So that's it for this week. We'll see you next week.